Namaste, my name is Ruel Simra, I'm International Meditation Master. Today I want to speak about the illusion of truth. If we are exposed again and again to a wrong narrative, we change our belief and eventually think that this information is true. We call this brainwashing, and we find it today in the media, I think, to 90%. How our brain works to make that happen. Cognitive ease is a measure of how hard your brain is working. From easy, Facebook, to hard, for instance, multiply 14 times 37 in your head. Do you have it? No. Things that are true generally elicit cognitive ease, like fire is hot, or compare it, dogs have 5 legs. This truth feels good and are easy. Cognitive ease can also then be stimulated by repetition. For instance, nonsense words were repeated and printed in newspaper. The readers were asked after some time, do the nonsense words are good or bad? So more repeated, so better became the nonsense words, because the nonsense words became familiar and triggered cognitive ease. And so are working today our advertisement and our controlled censor media so to articulate that Russia and China are bad. The media is bad, that is true, no? Every new piece of information is threatening our minds because we have to look deep inside the information, and cognitive ease is not triggered. After repeated exposure, cognitive ease is established, and truly not threatening information is not threatening us anymore. Makes sense. Cognitive ease is also established with images that have high contrast. Cognitive strain is established with videos with noisy audio and low contrast quality, because then our mind is looking for threats. The same is true for easily readable text in bold letters compared to difficult readable in small letters and low contrast letters. The same is true for lawyers with easy memorable names compared with difficult names, or for abbreviations on stocks on the stock market. And if you understand this information, then you know how to make your website great. Okay? Just with some simple tricks. We want easiness, and what is difficult is not attractive to our mind. And so we are easily manipulated through the media. Learn to be critical of information that feels true. And yesterday I discussed with a friend about things that he took for truth. It was just total nonsense. I don't read such stuff normally, and I don't care for such. I scan it for 1 second and then to find out directly it's nonsense, and I don't read more. Learn to be critical for information that feels true. For instance, I needed only 2 hours to find out that the CO2 nonsense is not true at all. We had 100 years ago a much higher CO2 level in the air than today. And the CO2 level in the air doesn't drive up the air temperature. Higher air temperature is driving up the CO2 level. So it's opposite. No? If you continually cut the forest jungle near the equator that we do today, then our temperature will increase. So many jungles were burned down in Indonesia and Cambodia and cut in Brazil and Malaysia in the last 10 years because of the CO2 level nonsense. So they publish this CO2 nonsense, and then they say, okay, great, then we can burn all of our jungle. Great. They have done it so, and cut it. So the reason is why I'm totally against that. No? Thank you that I could speak about this, and bye.